didn't even play in one of the games. Yeah, they won 2 games. He didn't play. It was kind of strange. Even though you won, what is Tatum really saying to himself?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, much has been said about Jayson Tatum and the fact that he was not allowed to really participate with Team USA, not playing a few games, and then also games he did play, played sparingly, never seemed to really get his rhythm. After in 2020, he was the second best player on the Olympic team behind Kevin Durant. So that was very interesting, and Tatum actually spoke about it in a recent interview. I'm just going to play a clip here.
Just won a gold medal. From a basketball standpoint, how did the Olympic experience go, and how will it help you into next Celtics season?
It has been a crazy summer. Fortunate enough to win my second gold medal on a national team. That was a hell of an experience, and finally won the NBA championship. It's something that I've been working for a very, very long time. Gotten extremely close a few times, and finally got over the hump. So that was special. That felt like the weight of the world was off my shoulders after that one.
Now, Tatum didn't really go in, wasn't much said. Body language is everything to me, though. And even one thing he said, instead of saying, things have been going great, he let it know, hey, it's been a hell of a summer, basically coming off the height of winning an NBA championship, but not getting finals MVP, which that bothered him to some degree. No marquee player wants to not have that, and you could tell after Steph Curry won the 4th championship and finally got a finals MVP, that it meant something different to him, and that's understandable. That's how they become the alpha dogs that they are, so no problem there. But then mentioning the fact that getting his second gold medal, and everybody knows it was kind of getting credit for a group project that you really didn't do anything on, and that's just the nature of it. Now, recently, NBA Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins actually spoke on All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, and they actually talked about the whole Jayson Tatum situation, and Dominique has a unique perspective. Take a listen to what he had to say.
You and I actually started coming off the elevator, and we were talking obviously about the Olympic team winning gold, and we were talking about our thoughts and how the team was put together and how Tatum didn't play. But what was your take on this year's Olympics and the team winning gold?
I mean, even though they wins a win, but I thought the mix wasn't the best mix, because you brought up Tatum. Didn't even play in one of the games. Yeah, they won 2 games. He didn't play. Either hurt or just didn't fit
wasn't hurt.
the role that needed to be played on that team. So it was kind of strange for me. But at the end of the day, they won. But
makes sense. We got common sense. First team.
Yeah, that didn't make much sense to me either. But the critics are all gonna say, "But hey, they won.
They won."
And they're right. But when you make a team like that, I think everybody deserve a right to play.
Right.
He didn't very much. So I think a lot of people are trying to figure out why he didn't play much.
Especially coming off a championship.
Yeah.
And if you know basketball, I mean, the only person that was first team All NBA the last 3 years, only person on the team, and there's greats there. Don't get me wrong.
Greats there.
But Jayson Tatum has definitely paid his dues, and I was disappointed overall because I've been a fan of Steve Kerr, and obviously coaching is tough when you got 12 guys
on
that
the
can play.
U.S. team, everybody that's on that team deserves to play.
No question.
We didn't care about who played minutes. It wasn't about the minutes. It was just us coming together and everybody having the chance to say, hey, I was a part of the victory.
I contributed.
Even though you won, what is Tatum really saying to himself?
I think he's like,
whether
fuck,
I'm part of it or
some
what.
shit. Next year, Jaylen Brown got, he didn't make it. Tatum didn't really get to play. Like, they might have really woke up a monster.
And then a lot of people say, well, why is it an issue? Well, winning is everything, and we all know that. But at the same time, it's like, we worked hard to get to this
earn
point.
your respect.
You earn your respect
Yeah.
there. So, I earned my right to play. But for whatever reason, that didn't happen.
I know Joe Mazzulla probably sitting at home. Yes, I'm glad y'all doing them like this.
Yeah.
They finna come back and destroy y'all.
Missoula was there.
That's the other part of it.
Missoula was there.
That's the other part. Hey,
Yeah.
I
lit that
can't wait
fire.
for the season
Yeah,
to start.
Fire.
both my boys mad.
Because as competitors, and I don't care what anybody said, that goes through your
Oh, there's
mind.
no question.
That goes through, man. You can paint it however you want,
He got Golden
but
State
that
circled
works
on
on
the
your
calendar.
psyche.
We know Jayson Tatum, and I know his pops, and I know Jayson Tatum is sitting at home. I can't wait in the gym right now. This is dedicated to all y'all.
Now, I do know, I mean, nobody's crazy. That is definitely going to be a game circled on Jayson Tatum's calendar. You don't get to the level he is not having ways to motivate yourself. And Steve Kerr kind of gave him all the motivation he need by not playing him, saying, I can't find a spot for you or a role for you here. NBA champion. First team All NBA 3 years in a row. It's pretty interesting. I'm gonna be kind of following it. I know they're gonna bring it up whenever the Warriors get ready to play the Celtics, and I know Tatum is going to want to have a signature game against the Golden State Warriors, and I know the media, they're going to ask him questions about is there extra motivation, being how things played out in the Olympics. So this is going to be very interesting. It was interesting to hear what Dominique Wilkins had to say, being an all-time great legend himself, and the fact that, I mean, now with this, I'm talking to the older generation. People remember, if you were around for those 80s battles, then you know how the Hawks and the Celtics, how they, listen, the Celtics were stacked talent-wise, but Dominique Wilkins did not back down. He was a dog. He almost single-handedly took those championship Celtics teams to the brink. I remember them going off to Game 7 in Boston Garden is how they ended up winning one of those playoff series. But that was the thing every year, is Atlanta going to get over Boston? Is Atlanta going to get over Boston? And Dominique Wilkins was a large reason why. The only competitor to go head-to-head with Michael Jordan and average 30 for his career. So just to give you a little background there with, for the younger generation, who that man is, talking to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And for him to say, yeah, I don't understand why that was, but he agreed with Captain Jack, hey, that can add extra motivation to Jayson Tatum next season. Let me know what you guys think, man. Be sure to like, subscribe. I'm going to holler at you guys next time. Peace.